It is completely natural to look at an Alaskan Malamute and feel like you are looking at a wild predator. With their striking facial markings and thick coats, they look like they just stepped out of an ancient forest. But that wild appearance hides their true nature. To really understand the Malamute, it helps to picture an elite strength athlete, a heavyweight powerlifter wearing a thick fur coat. This deep physical power comes directly from their origins. They were bred in Alaska by the Malamute people to survive in one of the most punishing, freezing environments on Earth. Their entire purpose was pulling heavily loaded sleds full of supplies and surviving extreme climates. They were built to haul immense weight over long distances, often through deep snow and gale force winds. If a Siberian Husky is a marathon runner, lightweight and built for speed, the Malamute is a heavy freight truck. They are built for brute strength, teamwork, and endless physical endurance. That brings us to a major challenge. When you take a heavy-duty survivor engineered for grueling labor on the ice and place it inside a quiet, climate-controlled suburban living room, you are going to encounter some friction. This 24-hour clock diagram shows the daily time commitment required for a Malamute. Notice that massive block. They need at least 1.5 to 2 full hours of intense physical activity every single day. A leisurely stroll around the block will not cut it. They need outdoor adventures, long hikes, or activities where they can actually use their strength to pull. They need a job to do. If they do not get enough physical activity, they will invent their own jobs to burn off that energy. That usually means destructive chewing, elaborate escape attempts, or excavating massive craters. Then there is their physical gear. Malamutes have a thick double coat designed specifically to keep them alive in sub-zero Arctic temperatures. Because of that coat, they struggle in hot environments, and during seasonal changes, they shed heavily. You will regularly find yourself sweeping up a pile of fur roughly the size of a second dog. Their heavy-duty engineering strictly dictates how they live. They need plenty of physical space and an owner who loves being outside just as much as they do. Mentally, the Malamute is highly intelligent but fiercely independent. They assess situations and make their own choices rather than awaiting your every word. If you are expecting the eager-to-please obedience of a golden retriever, this breed will certainly test your patience. Success with this breed requires a firm, positive, and consistent leader who enforces boundaries early on. In the extreme cold of the Arctic, blindly following a human command to step onto thin ice could mean death. The dog had to be able to evaluate danger and say no. Today, in a modern home, that survival instinct often looks a lot like stubbornness. Despite that independent streak, they are incredibly social. They view their human family as their pack, bringing deep, affectionate loyalty. This scale comparison shows why families with children need to be careful. Malamutes are generally loving, but a dog weighing up to 45 kilograms can easily knock a small child over by accident. Supervision is always required. They also retain a high prey drive. Because of those strong hunting instincts, managing them around smaller pets or neighborhood animals takes constant attention. Interestingly, they rarely bark. Instead, they prefer to vocalize and howl to communicate with their pack, a trait that directly echoes their wild ancestors. They are immensely loving team players, but their massive strength and sharp instincts mean you always have to be engaged and watchful. When you combine those high exercise needs, the heavy grooming, and the constant requirement for leadership, the Malamute lands at a 4 out of 5 on the difficulty scale. Bringing one home is a massive lifestyle commitment. This diagram lays out the strict red flags. They are a poor fit for small apartments, hot climates, low-energy households, and first-time owners. But flipping to the green flags, we see the ideal conditions: large properties, cold climates, active outdoor routines, and experienced owners. You are signing up for high physical effort every day, constant grooming, and firm, consistent leadership. If you can meet those demanding needs, the Alaskan Malamute offers one of the most powerful, impressive, and loyal partnerships you can find in the dog world.